President of ShopRite, Dave Janway, Vice President Charlie Sharker, the Executive Director of the NJSIAA, Boyd Sands, Nets CEO, Greg Remark, Nets Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Leo Orline, and the Honorable Governor of New Jersey, Richard Cody. At this time, we would like to present the runner-up trophy to the St. Patrick's head coach, Kevin Boyle.
Kev, right here. Okay, well.
And now to accept the 2005 Tournaments of Champions Championship Trophy, the head coach of Seton Hall Prep, Bob Farrell.
Look right here, guys. This camera, then the TV. You gotta see everybody's face in this now. Don't be too proud. Woo! Here we go.
And now the most valuable players for St. Patrick's. Number 32, Derek Character.
Right here, son. Okay. Sorry.
And for Seton Hall Prep, number 33, Brandon Costa.
You guys get in there. Okay.
Coach Farrell, can you talk about the defensive adjustment from after the first quarter?
I just thought we got off to a little bit slow start. Thought we took some quick shots, which led to them having some runouts early on. Once I thought we settled in, started running our offense a little better, that kind of took care of the runouts because we had better floor balance when the shots went up. I think we had to get, at the times we've seen them, the other teams have played matchup zones or straight zones, so we really didn't have a good read on their offenses. Once we saw where Derek was trying to get the ball, once we knew who we could help off of, we had a better chance of getting some weak side help in on Derek. And I thought Brandon did a great job battling the whole game. We got weak side help off of Cook's man. We got weak side help off of some of the other guys who don't shoot it as well. And I thought we kind of crowded them and got them to take some quick shots or even turn the ball over a few times. And I thought that was the difference right there. We were able to know where we wanted the ball, and we were able to get weak side help for Brandon. I thought Brandon did a great job on it.
Just continuing, the fellows Alex and Andrew, you guys particularly were giving a lot of help there and stripping. Was that all part of it too? Like the coach was just saying?
Yeah,
a lot of strips.
Yeah, we just helped out off our man. Kind of like go down there when Derek got the ball and try to run back out as fast as we could if he kicked it out.
Chris got a couple nice steals. Andrew got in there once, and I think Alex got in there a few times. But we do work on breaking the post and trying to get the ball out of there, especially against a kid of that quality.
Andrew, you guys were down 15. Brandon hit 2 straight three-pointers in the second quarter. How big were those for you guys?
They're huge. I mean, we knew we were kind of in a little bit of a pressure situation where, they score a couple times and, we don't make a run. Who knows what would happen for the rest of the game? We knew we had to make a run at some point to kind of change the momentum. And with those two big threes, it kind of got the crowd into the game, kind of got us focused. We knew, if he could possibly go on a run, he could, get us back, even faster. And it was vital.
Brandon, talk about the slow start for you and what you were thinking about at halftime and what you could change.
Well, I didn't really consider it a slow start. I thought it was more of trying to figure out how the refs were calling the game. A couple of times I tried to do some post moves. I would get bumped and they were going to call that, so I couldn't keep doing that the whole game. I had to adjust.
You consciously moved it outside, or?
Yeah, I tried to use my versatility against him and take him outside, and if he came up on me, I would go by him, but a couple of times it didn't.
Alex, can you talk about after Brandon hit those threes, how did that kind of loosen up your offense and maybe open up some opportunities for the rest of you guys? Did you see maybe a perceptible change in how they were
It
playing?
looked like Derek was kind of just hanging in the middle most of the game. And when Brandon started hitting the threes, kind of took the big man out of the middle, and it opened up our backdoor cuts.
I think more than anything, when Brandon started to make his shots, I think he lifted everybody else. It was more than just the points that he scored. It was that he gave the other guys a belief that this is something we can do, and that's what great players do. And other great players just follow right along with them.
Bob, you've been around a long time. You ever see something that compares to this kind of comeback on this kind of game?
I just said to the kids inside, I don't remember the last time if I ever saw one where a Seton Hall team had to dig as deep against such a quality opponent. There were times there when we were trying to figure matchups and they had 3 6-7s or 6 6s or 6 8s in there. And somebody said, "Who's got so-and-so?" And I just turned and laughed, because it was going to be somebody, one of our guys at 5'11" was going to be playing somebody that was 6'7". So considering all those factors, yeah, this was quite a comeback. And I thought, just to see the kids go from, a little bit deer in the headlights in the first couple minutes of the game to the confidence level they were playing with down the stretch. It was just a beautiful thing to watch, and I just went along for the ride tonight.
Chris, what did you try to do against Corey to slow him down and limit him?
I just I watched him play a couple times. I know he likes to head fake a lot and then pull up. So I basically just tried to stay back on him and give myself enough space so that if he did head fake, I could still be there. And if he pulled up, I would still be in his face.
Coach, they've been wearing a lot of teams down with your depth, especially in the fourth quarter. Were you a little bit worried about that because you only played obviously the Iron 6 here?
Well, we had a little thing after practice yesterday. We usually do a lot of running after practice. And back in 2000, we lost to Camden. And about 3 years later, I took Tyrone Barley out to dinner when I went down to see him practice at St. Joe's. And he looked at me over the dinner table and he said, "Coach, I wanted to always tell you this." He said, "You lost that game for us." Now, he was kidding, but he said, "You lost that game to us because you ran us like crazy that day before we played them." And so I told him yesterday when we came in to start our running, I said, "All right, just bring it in." And I told him the story, and I said, "I'm not going to have you guys have tired legs tomorrow as an excuse." At 30-23 at halftime, I went into him. I said, "You know what, fellas? They expect us to die because we haven't been subbing too much." And I said, "We're not going to die." And they just took it from there.
Coach, you talked a little bit about Gibbs' play. I mean, he came in probably a little bit earlier than you probably would have liked him with Harvey going down. I mean, I thought he showed some good composure down the stretch, made that big free throw to give you the three-point advantage. Just talk about his maturation process as a freshman.
Well, it's one of those things where I tell people, ask me, "How's Ashton play?" And I said, sometimes I say to myself, "I can't believe he's a freshman." And there were other times I said, "He's a freshman." But I say the former thing many more times. He's incredibly poised for a kid who's just a freshman in high school. He fit in perfectly on this team, and doesn't try to do too much, just does what's needed, and can shoot it really well. Made the big foul shot to put us up 3. He's kicking himself walking down the hallway here because he missed that shot that would have put us 4. But I have total confidence when I put him in the game that we're not going to lose anything, even if it's in for Darryl or one of the other guys.
Do you think that it was almost, not that you ever want to see someone get hurt, but with Harvey going out, it kind of forced you to use them?
Well, I would have used them anyway.
I
They
know
know.
you would have, but I mean, if someone talking about as early as you had used them.
I wouldn't have used them that early. Usually at the end of the first quarter, I bring them in and give a rotation for Andrew and Darryl. But losing Darryl is never good because he's such a great defender for us. Gets so many balls off the board that hit the ground. So that really hurt us without him in there. And I know he's excited as anything, but I'm sure he felt he wanted to show that how much he could contribute tonight. But his on the bench, he was just unbelievable. Helped me out, making calls, always helping. So I felt bad for him because he really took a tough hit there, and he's hurt. So it's never good when you lose Darryl Harvey.
Bob, can you talk about the job that Andrews did on Fisher after Fisher had such a big game on Saturday?
We really fell into it because of the number of switches they had, and then at one point I just said, no, you take Corey, because I feel confident with Chris on anybody who can penetrate and pull up for jump shots. Chris can do both. He never raises up in his stance when kids give little ball fakes or head fakes, so he's always in position. He's hard to get past, as the kid from Atlantic City found out the other night, and he's also gets a hand on the shooter, and he's playing with foul trouble, so he did an incredible job. Okay, thank you.